see, Dad? It's not just superficial. I'm deep in love.
How deep?
You know how when I go in the ball pit at Cheesy Charlie's and I sink all the way down to the bottom and you can't find me?
That deep?
That's right, Dad. I'm talking about balls deep. I'm talking about balls deep. I'm talking about balls deep in love. I'm talking about balls deep. I'm talking about balls deep. I'm talking about balls deep in love. I'm talking about balls deep. I'm talking about balls deep. I'm talking about balls deep in love. I'm talking about balls deep. I'm talking about balls deep. I'm talking about balls deep in love.
Howdy folks, Indestructicon here with another Borderlands 3 video, and today we'll be looking at my Balls Deep Amara build. With this build you will be able to one-shot bosses using 3 different methods, and I know my last video dragged a little bit, so let's just get right into it. In our purple tree here we have 5 points in No Mistakes in Nature, we have 5 points into Heavy Rain, we have 2 points into Unweave the Rainbow. We have 2 points into Ebb and Flow. 1 point into Combo Breaker. We have 5 points into Joyful Freedom. We have 3 points in Burn Both Ends. 3 points into Body and Mind. We have 1 point into Free the Soul. Now this one can be moved around. It's not really that crucial, but it is kind of a fun ability. We have 3 points in Atman, and we have 1 point in Clear the Mind. We do not have any points in the blue tree here, which we will talk about in a bit. For our orange tree, we have 5 points into Anima. We have 2 points into Infusion. We have 5 points into Tempest, and 1 point into Illuminated Fist. In our green tree, we have 2 points into Root to Rise. 4 points into Clarity. We have 5 points into Arms Deal. Here we have 3 points in Samsara, 5 points in Helping Hands. We have 3 points into Mindfulness, 1 point into Find Your Center, 2 points into Jab Cross, which does work with the Face Puncher, and 1 point into Blitz, mainly for the 100% melee damage. So that is our skill tree here. Cycle through them again here really quick. Now on to gear, which is a little important for this build, so we'll get right into it. The crux of this build is the Face Puncher. I like the ×7 variant so you don't eat as much ammo, excuse me, a little early, not enough coffee yet. The thing you want to roll on your Face Puncher is gain 150% increased weapon damage against enemies above 90% health. Now this did take a hit, did get nerfed a little bit, but as you see when we get into the rest of the gear, this is very important. We also carry a pointy Psycho Stabber, and on this you would like to roll orb damage is increased by 200% for Phaseflare and related action skills. Now for our shield, we have a Revolter, of course, and on this you want to roll the classic action skill start, activate any effects that trigger on shield break or fill. Now I pulled out my class mod so I could show you the skill tree without any extra numbers on it, but the crux of this build also will be the Death's Blessing here. Now this is going to let us use the Remnant Orb without having to go down the blue skill tree, which leaves us a lot more points for melee damage. So what this does is when you kill an enemy with your action skill, you will create a Remnant Orb. Now when that Remnant Orb kills something, it will spawn a Blessed Orb that increases your weapon damage. Now this is going to let us one-shot bosses with our Face Puncher. That's why this build is so unique, because you have 3 different methods to one-shot bosses, which I will show you here at the end of the video in a short little montage of how these all work. For our artifact here, you want to go with a Cryo Stone. That'll be our main element. White Elephant, or you can also use a Commander Planetoid. Both work very well. I myself go back and forth between these two, trying to figure out which one works a little better, and they both have their bonuses. So, for your grenade, this is also a pretty important piece, the Fish Slap. The Fish Slap works incredibly well with Amara's melee, all the perks we're getting from her skill tree. This will take out a lot of enemies on itself, especially if you are holding the Psycho Stabber. That extra melee damage will apply to this. That's it. I wanted to try to keep this one snappy. Some things to keep in mind here, is Burn Both Ends is a skill that's a lot stronger than I initially thought. This, after you use your action skill, you gain increased threat. Now, this will make enemies shoot at you, but gives you increased damage for a short time, and this affects stacks. That's really it. You guys are smart. I don't need to explain each one of these skills to you like I did in the last one, and I think that is all I got for you guys. Thank you for watching. If you like this build or have any suggestions on how to improve it, please let me know in the comments, and please stay tuned for a little demonstration on the 3 ways you can one-shot bosses. And that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much, and we will see you on the next one. Cheers.